Last few weeks of the season, the running backs have kind of been getting more carries. Season's gone along. How do you think they've handled that?
Well, we always want a lot of carries. You know, so we're always ready when that call comes to carry the team. You know, that's kind of what conceptually and what our motto is in the room, and we're gonna do whatever it takes to win. You know, obviously carrying the ball is kind of what we do, but we've shown that we can catch the ball. We've shown that we can be great in pass protection. So just having complete backs in there, but of course when you start to put the ball in our hand on a repeated basis, you're gonna get high returns.
It seemed like Ronald's last game, I think, was one of his career highs for carries. It seemed like he handled that pretty well as the game went along.
Yeah, he handled it well, and there was a plan as to how I wanted to rotate him during the game, and asked his feedback afterwards, and he really liked it. Now again, you get into the midst of battle and different things start going on, but I thought I had a good flow with him going, a certain amount of play. It wasn't a certain amount of plays, but going a handful of plays, then coming out, handful of plays, then coming out, and then at the end of the game, you see the guy still had a whole lot of energy and a lot of juice left.
So Stephen got in about 4 plays in the last game, but would you expect it to be significantly more this week? I'm not asking for a game plan, but
yeah, I understand. Stephen gonna play more. He's definitely gonna play more, and again, sometimes you got to protect players from themselves. And you let him say it a couple weeks ago. He was ready to take 50 plays. But he's the same guy who, after the game, told me, "You know what, Coach? I'm glad you did it like this the last couple of weeks, because probably coming into this week, he said, I felt the best that I felt probably since the beginning of the season." So, he'll be ready to roll, and we'll see how that plays out, but I expect him to have a bigger role this week.
Is that especially prevalent in a big week like UCLA, where all the guys maybe want to get into this game in particular, and they'll tell you they're feeling better than they are?
Yeah, but I can look at him and tell that too. So again, I'm not going to risk a guy long term, just for a particular game. That's why my whole thing is building the depth of that room. So if a guy gets chipped up, he's not at his full strength, we got other guys that can go in there and perform at a high level. So, just good for us and good for our team that Stephen Carr is going to be, closer to 100% this week. You go out there and we'll see what happens.
Are you ready for your first taste of this rivalry?
Yeah, I'm interested in it. That's going to be fun. I keep hearing about it, and again, all these games to me, they're all new to me. I've never been to any of these stadiums or partake in any of these rivals or these games at all. So it's all new to me, but I'm looking forward to this rivalry game for sure.
What was your biggest rivalry game you were a part of?
Probably when I was in college, we had the Victory Bell actually then too. Between Miami of Ohio and Cincinnati. So I've been, I had a Victory Bell situation there. Then in Indiana, it was Purdue with the bucket game. So I mean, 2, and this will be the 3rd of a pretty notable high-end rivalry that I'm excited to be about.
Were you surprised how fast Vi came back compared to Stephen Carr?
No, because Vi just had a bone bruise, and he was back and moving a little bit, but he still has some limitations. He looked real good out here today, when he was in the game. He probably had 2 plays he wish he can get back, but he's moving around well. And these guys come out, again, he's just talking about the nature of the room. Guys want to be tough guys. They want to uphold what that room is about. But at the end of the day, I still got to make the business decisions and look at those guys long term, and not get caught up in the moment. So still limit those guys' reps, but do enough to get those guys back in shape.
You've been really successful at instilling yards after contact. I know that's your thing. How much of that is a mental aspect for the running backs?
It is mental. There's physical things we do to give them the tools to do that, and there's an attitude that you develop in a room that says, I'm not going to be denied. Perfect example, Vi's run on the sideline. He's beating himself up till today. He's still talking about you'll never see that happen for me again. I said it never should happen. You should never catch Vi standing up high and get drove back. So again, it's part of what these guys' mentality is now, and I'm happy about that, and we continue to build on it.
As a running backs coach, when you see a run defense like UCLA, are you chomping at the bit to get your guys in there and have a game plan?
Yeah, again, we do good things here to mix it up. I'm excited. Our guys are prepared. They're going to be prepared every week. They're going to know how to attack the guys. Their read's going to be on point. They're going to run with pad level. The most important thing, they're going to hold on to the ball. They're going to protect the quarterback. Our details going to be tight. Our technique going to be on point. And again, especially the way we're continuing to feed the guys, we're going to perform at a high level.
On average, how long does it take you to calculate all those awards you do?
it'll probably take a couple hours, you know, because I go through, make sure I don't want to miss a guy's knockdown, or I don't want to miss, you know, any yards after contact. So I go through and, you know, and make sure, you know, that I calculate those, you know, the right way. You know, then obviously the group ones I go through and make sure the calculations as far as the short yardage conversions and everything are right. You know, I want to make sure that we got everything on there.